We're here in the beginning of June, looking at this magnificent beast here. Not that magnificent beast, although he's a magnificent beast as well. Aren't you, buddy? But we're looking at this hops vine. So, not this past spring, but the spring before. This was just a cutting, probably about this big. Took it about like that, rooted the cutting. Now it's growing up these guy wires, the support cables, on this telephone pole, growing like crazy. Now, I probably clickbaited you guys quite a bit because I'm really not too concerned about this for a few reasons. I'll tell you why. First, hops generally have sort of a two-phase growth. The first one is a couple main shoots. The pure vegetative vertical growth. That's most of what this is. And now it has started to, if I can get some better lighting, it's started to really branch out with these horizontal arms here. And once that happens, cone production isn't far behind, and the vertical tip shoot growth really slows to a halt. And I've actually accelerated that portion of it by, I took a wooden pole and just snapped off the tip of it. So that'll actually even spur it to put on more arm growth down this way rather than shoot growth up that way. It still has about, you can't see it from here, it still has about 5 feet to those wires, and those are just internet cables anyway, nothing high voltage. So I'm really not too concerned on that end. Also, hops are very light. They're not like a grape crop where they're holding a lot of fruit and it's a perennial woody vine. It is a perennial, but it dies back to the ground every year. So it dies back, we'll cut it back, and then next year it'll start all its growth back from the ground again and make the climb up. I'll top it at a certain point, it'll branch out, go this way. So I kind of clickbaited you guys. I'm not really concerned at all about it interfering with our electric wires or any of that. So I just kind of wanted to show off this magnificent growth. We use these for tea a lot. Use the leaves anyway for a tea. It's excellent for a sleep aid. If you have insomnia, this is a very relaxing tea. If you made a tea out of the cones, it's super bitter. Picture the most bitter IPA you've had times 10. It's pretty intense. And of course you can brew with it as well. And anywhere you have a fence or something to grow up, I'd recommend growing this as long as you have ample space, because it spreads like crazy. At least spreads in its growth. We haven't seen it really sucker out like raspberries do or any of that, or bamboo. So it kind of stays in its clump, but it grows like crazy.